Okay guys, welcome in the first video on this channel. I will be covering the basics or the guide on recently released game called Farming Simulator 17. So let's go right into it. I know you have tutorials here, but they will not really tell you that much than when you hear it from a person like me. So let's go to career. As you can see, I already have a save game, but I want to create a new one. And we're going a hard difficulty. Now, there are two maps, Goldcrest Valley and Sosnovka. I'm going to pick Sosnovka because I like it more. And now we can select a gender. One of these, maybe change the name a little bit, let's say EN. Here you can choose what mods you want to play with if you have any installed. So let's say you're new to the game and you want to know at least basics, how to do stuff in this game, how it works. Well, in this save in a hard mode that I made, we have two tractors. Then you can see a basic equipment that we have over here. So, this first thing, you may think that's a kind of trailer. It is. And it is supposed to transport crops around. So, if you will be harvesting, let's say, that field over there, you will then want to put the crops into this trailer from your harvester. And then decide what to do with it. Do you want to feed your animals with it? Do you want to store it for a later use? Do you want to sell it straight away? It's up to you. Well, animals, we will not be dealing with animals that soon, because as you can see, we got only 15,000 euros. At the right top of my screen, you can see the weather as well, the time. The first thing you should do is go to the escape menu, and here you can see some interesting stuff, so let's talk about that. Map overview. Here you see all the fields, all the locations on the map that you should be interested in. First thing first, this is our farm right now. Okay, and we own two fields, field number 14 and field number 19. That means we can sow crops on these fields and harvest them later. So let's get into the basics. First thing you want to do is to understand how the field works. So you go behind this hangar and you can see your harvester parked and ready to harvest this field of yours. Enter with E. Now, start with Enter key, attach the head that is on the ground with Q, maybe turn on lights. I like to turn the lights on. Now you want to lower the head. There is no option on the left top corner. As you can see, there are all the controls, so you have to press G to change tool selection. Now press U to lower the header. Now if you left click and you drag the mouse up, this goes down. You drag mouse right, this goes a little bit forward, and we're all set. Now press B normally to start the thing, but the problem is it's not working. Why? You want to press G again and search for unfold combine. That's what you want to do. So press X over here. This will open the hatch at the top, and now we can turn on combine. And we can start harvesting. If you don't want to press W all the time, you can just press number 3 and it goes on automatically. Okay, I will not go any further in this tutorial. This is enough to show you guys. So now we harvested some crops. As you can see, we have 813 liters of wheat in our storage, in a combine or in a harvester. Call it whatever you want. I just can't get away from saying combine. Fucking hell. Okay, so after you harvest the stuff, you want to somehow load it onto the trailer, of course. Let's get to the tractor, start it up. Oh, we are not attached. Now we are. Press N to unfold the cover and park this thing right next to the harvester's pipe. You can see the pipe right there. Now you're searching for an option that says pipe out. You press O, pipe goes out, and it starts automatically to load the trailer with the crops that we harvested. Now press O to fold this pipe, and we don't need the harvester right now anymore. Okay, let's go to our tractor. Now what we can do with these, well, you can either sell them or store them at this point. We cannot feed any animals because we don't have any animals. So if you want to store this thing, you just go over here on the ramp. Here are your storage silos. Okay. A little bit back maybe. Alright. Now I press I and it goes off. Okay, now I am empty and that's it. How do you know how much of the resources you get? How much crops I got in my silos? You press escape, you go here on the prices tab, and now you can see selling points, blah blah blah, and our farm silo has 813 liters of wheat and 0 of everything else because we don't have anything else. Now the wheat is going to be sold 359 euros per 1000 liters at Village Grain Elevator. This is how you find the best price. You basically look at the number, and this is the highest number that we can get for 1000 liters. It's Village Grain Elevator. Where it is? Village Grain Elevator is right here. You can tag it if you want. Tag place. Now we want to sell this. I stored it in a silo. How do I get it out of it? Hold on. I go with my trailer over here under this, and now I press R and I can choose what kind of stuff I want to load. Wheat, start. Okay, that's it. And now off we go. Selling is done in the same way how storing was done. We just drive on top of this ramp, and there we go. And you can see 292 euros harvest income. And that's it. Okay, so you now know how to harvest, how to store, and how to sell crops. Now let's get into the actual farming. So we get into the other tractor that we have over here. And this thing that we have over here is a cultivator. You always need to cultivate your fields before you start sowing. So let's do that right now in the piece of the field that I already harvested. Okay, so I go over here. I press U to lower this down, and it automatically goes on like that. And that's what you do. Okay, so I cultivated this area. Now let's go to the sowing. How that is done? Well, I already told you we have a sowing machine over here. We just have to attach it behind our tractor. There you go. We want to go back here because this is where we can get those seeds loaded. Pressing R, and as you can see at the bottom right corner of the screen, it's filling up. Okay, 100%. It automatically ate our money. 1,350 euros seed cost. Okay, and now how this is done? Well, basically, you know the drill already. You just drop this thing down, you press B, and there you go. Okay, so now that you sowed the seeds, you can look at the map. Now, sometimes it's really hard to just walk around and check if the seeds are already grown, if I can harvest and such. So you just go here, you show the growth, and now you can see we made two lines. Basically you can see the three colors here. The purple one means harvested. Okay, the green one means it's growing, that's where we sowed already. The blue one means cultivated, that's when I just run with my cultivator, as you can see. So this is sowed, this is cultivated, and this is harvested. Okay, fair enough. And this is how it looks when it's ready to be harvested. About wheat, of course. If you want to grow something else, it will look maybe differently. Okay, now you should know how to work on your farm. You may think, hold on, this is very slow. I cannot generate enough income just by doing this. Well, you're right. What you got to do is open the map and now look for these blue spots, as you can see. Right? They're next to every single field that you don't own. And what you can do is click on it, we can visit, and we teleport it. Right. Now there's this, a landmark with a plus. As you go into it, you can see a guy here who wants us to fertilize this field for 2,063 euros. We got time for the mission, 5 minutes and 9 seconds. And area is this big. The value of the area is 71.279 thousand euros. If we want to buy this thing from this guy. But we don't. What you want to do is do the missions, do the start thing. So, as I push start, you can see that I'm in a tractor. The farmer who owns this field provided me with the tractor and equipment that I need to complete the job he's asking me to do. For the money, of course. Top right of the screen you can see the time you have left. We have to fertilize this, that's what he said. That shouldn't be a big problem, should go fast. The amount of money they pay you is actually depending on the size of the field and the action that you will do. For example, plowing is going to be much more expensive than fertilizing we're doing right now, because it takes more time. Okay, so this is it, and there we go. Okay, so as you can see at the top right corner of the screen, the circle that is now green is filling up. Once it fills up fully, the job will be done and you will be rewarded. Now, as you could see, I had like 1 minute left, and that's the time bonus we get for this. So you get extra money if you go faster. And that is how you make big chunks of money in no time. From the start, of course. Later on, when you will be able to purchase, let's say, much better equipment, and you will even have more fields maybe, then you can rely completely on yourself and you can do your business. But until then, you really have to help these other guys. Now you know the basics, what you should do. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.